How to promote your OnlyFans on Instagram without getting banned. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to my channel. So today we are going over something that a lot of my clients, viewers, and people that just reach out to me on Instagram looking for some help always kind of fall into and always ask me, and that is they keep on getting banned and how not to get banned on Instagram when promoting their OnlyFans. Okay, so that's what we're going over today, but please make sure to subscribe down below, or at least just give the video a thumbs up, as it absolutely helps the channel. And if you are looking for ways to grow your OF and you're in need of some help, reach out to me on IG. My direct link is always in the video description down below. I have so many services to help you grow, including my course that is about to be launched, guys. This is going to be such a game changer for all of you guys that reach out to me and you're kind of on a budget. This is going to be my one-to-one coaching, but all in a course, so that way you can get the help to really grow your OF and stay within a budget that you may have. So that link is also going to be in the video description as soon as it is launched. I am so excited. So make sure you look out for that, because if you are actually serious about making money, you need to invest in your business to grow your business, and the course is where to start. So now let's get into it. I first want to say, because if you watch any of my other videos, I am very straightforward, to the point, and matter of fact. And the thing is that there is no real way to kind of help you from getting banned. I have seen so many of my clients that are not even really doing too much when they reach out to me and they're like, I got shadow banned, they took away my account. And I will look at the content that they were posting, and nothing really seemed that extreme to where they got banned. As opposed to, I have some clients that have been on IG for a while and they really pushed the marker on the platform and they've never even been flagged. So there really is no real way to kind of get yourself out of the zone of possibly getting banned or shadow banned on Instagram when promoting your OF. But that does not mean that there is not things that you should be doing to kind of keep yourself in a kind of safer area when you are promoting yourself. But please, guys, even if you do get shadow banned or banned, do not really, I don't know how to say this, take it too seriously. So many of us, and I did this in the beginning too, and we just got tongue-tied there. I've had so many accounts get banned. My one account, which was my largest account that almost had over 100K on IG, it got banned. I was upset for a little bit, but then I was like, okay, you know what? I just need to regroup and keep it moving. And now my other page, my new page where you guys are going to find me on, I am now growing that page as well. It is what it is. You can't take things like this in business too personal and to heart. You always just need to pivot and keep it moving. Open up a new account with a different email address on a different device if you have it, and just keep it moving, okay? Because at the end of the day, it's not about IG. It's about converting any type of traffic to paying subscribers on your OnlyFans page. So you just have to kind of keep it moving, all right? So I wanted to make sure I said that from the beginning, and these things from the beginning, because it can happen. There's no real way to know if it will or if it won't. And let me tell you, my account that got banned at 100K, I was not posting anything risque on my page. It just happened. I don't know. I can't tell you why. But again, I just kept it moving. So just letting you know that. But we're going to get into a few things that you can look out for, that you can stay away from, and then obviously how you're going to promote yourself to get traffic to your OF. Okay, so firstly, let's get into your actual page on IG. Okay, the one thing that I've realized the most is that a lot of these pages and a lot of my clients that reach out, and yes, you're newbies, I know you're not going to really know the best practices in the beginning, but that's also why you're on this video. You have to make sure that your page does not look spammy. I have so many clients that reach out to me, and when I do a page audit for them, their account just looks almost kind of like a fake account. They didn't really put a lot of effort. They just have, their OF link or a third-party link, and they have maybe a one-liner, the pictures aren't great, the content they've uploaded isn't great, and it literally looks like a spam kind of account. You guys have to understand that how your account is viewed and also how you're working on your account is going to be picked up if you are kind of like a bot or spam on your page, okay? So please take into consideration that the way your account looks, if it's professional or if it looks kind of spammy, is also going to play a role in this, okay? So if you want a little bit of, maybe some examples, you could just go to my IG page. I have it set up super professional. I have a well-lit profile picture. My bio is super professional and my content is clear images, centered. You could see what it's about, okay? So many of my clients that have gotten shadow banned or whatever, I go on their page and it is just not the best, okay? And even that, like then their content, everything is like super focused on their thigh or their butt or their feet. And you have to understand that also is going to be triggered by the system, as opposed to having a full body picture and content of yourself where it's not like you're just focusing on some type of spicy area of your body. And newsflash, my feet models, feet is considered fetish. So that is considered explicit content in a sense on IG. So you have to make things a little bit more not obvious. And a lot of my clients that do push the marker, they may push the marker, but it's still full body pictures. So we will get into that, but keep that in your mind. All right. So your page, a good profile picture. Your bio, it's a cute bio, but it says nothing about spicy content, triple XL content, or anything like that, okay? You're going to keep it just super about your demographics, a MILF, Latina, whatever. I like to have fun, or, I like to cook, or just something along those lines, but obviously super catchy. Now your link in bio. This is kind of like a 50-50. Can you put your direct OF link in your bio? Should you use a third-party link? And honestly, I've done both and I have not seen really an issue, okay? With my larger account, I did not have my direct OF link because I have so many services. It was my third-party link, which you would still find in my bio on my IG page currently. So I can't tell you, oh, yes, it was the OF link because I did not have that direct OF link there. But even when I did, when I first started just OF 5 years ago, I did not get any type of warnings or anything. But if you still are worried about that and you want to proceed on the side of caution, you absolutely can. So utilize a third-party link. Now, what is a third-party link? Beacon, Linktree, but a third-party link would be that. Now, biggest thing I want to say to you guys, and this is literally the information that I give to my paying page audit clients and my coaching clients. If your main goal is to get people onto your OF page, your third-party link should have nothing else besides your OF or Fanvue link in there, okay? You want to create what we call in marketing and in sales a sales funnel, okay? That funnel is basically you promoting on IG, you have your link in your bio, and now you want to send your direct traffic to the end goal, which is your OF page, okay? So if this is your end goal, why in a sales funnel are you sending them to 10 different places? We do not want that. If your end goal is to get them to your OF, then you are going to remove your IG icon, your X icon, your TikTok icon, your YouTube icon, because all you are doing, and what I say to my clients, my one-to-one clients, it's like going to Walmart and then they send you to Target, right? Why would they do that? That would never happen in business. It's the same exact concept. You want a direct line to your OF if that is your ultimate goal. Now, if you want to grow some of your socials and get them to OF, then that's fine. Everybody has different business goals. But if your ultimate goal is only that third-party link should have nothing but the end goal, and that is your OF link. Another exclusive piece of content or information that I give my one-to-one coaching clients, on your third-party link, when you put in your OF, they might automatically put a sensitive content, which is fine. But one step further than that is they might even put kind of a screening process to where people have to enter their birth date. Please make sure you do not have that on, okay? Because again, in that sales funnel, the more steps that your traffic, your followers, right, have to take to get to the end goal, the more they are going to fall off of that sales funnel and they're just going to log out and X out of the window, okay? So make sure you make sure that that option is removed. The sensitive content option will still be there, and that's totally fine because they only have to just click OK. But adding an entire full birthday with a full birth year is going to make a lot of your traffic fall off and not get to that end goal. After that is having your CTA in your bio, okay? So what is a CTA? If you followed any or have watched any of my videos or have followed me for a while now, a CTA in marketing is a call to action, okay? So what is a call to action? It is the action that you want your followers to take. And what action is that? For them to click the link below, okay? So you are going to have your link in your bio. The line that is going to be on top of that link is going to be click the link below to get my exclusive content, okay? You want to make sure you are pointing your fans and your followers exactly where you want them to go. But again, do not use specific wordage like my XXX. Even sometimes spicy content can be picked up. You just want to play it safe. So exclusive content is great verbiage that you can use. So please keep this in mind. Now, I already spoke about the content, but I'm just going to dive a little bit deeper into it about using specific content that could possibly get you banned and using content that will keep you a little bit more safe. So I briefly touched on it before about not focusing in or having everything zoomed into one specific body part, your chest, your thighs, your buttocks, whatever it is, okay? You have to understand, and this is really, I see this more for my newbie clients. You guys have to understand that your phone, every device right now has a timer on it, which means what? You do not have to be getting these awkward, like super close, like weird positioned pictures for yourself, okay? And even if you are on such a budget that you cannot get a ring light with a phone holder on it, position your phone against something, right? Put it on a dresser, prop it up against something, and then use that timer. A lot of the phones have up to a 10-second timer, which is plenty of time to prop your phone up, kind of see how you want to position yourself, right? And then hit the timer and move back and get a full body image of yourself or a full video of yourself. Because even videos on IG, when you are creating reels, there is actually a timer built in on IG also, guys, okay? So this is the biggest thing that I see with a lot of my clients, my newbie clients, where their content is really not great and they've already gotten a warning or a label on some of their content. So you have to make sure that you are doing this and you keep this in mind, okay? Content, the quality of your content matters nowadays, all right? We're in such a huge digital era. There are so many content creators, so many influencers, so many just amazing people on the internet making great content. So you have to kind of think, all right, you know what? Fine. I don't know what I'm doing, right? I'm a newbie. But go and see other big models. You will see the difference between your content and their content, all right? And your goal is to get to the quality of their content. And right now, all of us have smartphones, and all these smartphones just keep on getting better and better and better, especially the image and video quality. So there's really no excuse for about 95% of you on why your content should not be up to par, okay? So you have to keep this in mind. Now, another thing is also not just your positioning, but where you are, okay? So if you are laying across a bed in lingerie, which obviously is suggestive to what you are trying to do. And if you've ever gotten a warning, Instagram will say it is sexually suggestive. Why is that? Because you're making it very obvious on what you are trying to do. So you have to kind of play around with that as well when you're creating content and you don't want to get banned on Instagram. So instead, go outside. Be next to a pool, a bikini pic, okay? Sunbathe in a bikini pic. Things like this, all right? Or if it's going to be some type of lingerie pic, have it against a wall, but again, it's a full body, something along those lines where it's not suggestive to just one area or again, on top of a bed, all right? Now let's get into what kind of content or really what kind of posts you should be doing on IG. So the thing with IG, Reels now obviously has become a huge thing because everybody has kind of taken over the, what TikTok was doing. I mean, YouTube has shorts, right? And then the Reels, they're also on Facebook, even though yes, Facebook and IG are the same platform now. They're all under Meta, but Reels has become a very, very big thing as well. So posting Reels will get you in front of a larger audience. But what also is doing really well on IG right now is carousels, okay? So posting a carousel of a whole bunch of different pictures. And the good thing about this, or at least what I say to my clients, so that way it's easier for you to not burn yourself out trying to create so much content over and over and over again, because I want you guys to try to make this as simple as possible for yourself. So that way you are not giving up before you even start, because burnout is a real thing. So what you can do is if you get a set, picture set of a bikini picture set, right? And you have 5 to 10 pictures that you got in that set, choose the best ones and put that in your carousel. So Reels and carousel are definitely doing great. But now, when you are posting, how often should you be posting? And the reality, and not really reality, but the real information that I tell my clients, because again, I'm looking out for you guys. What makes your life easier, work smarter, not harder, is just being consistent, okay? So you don't think you have to post 20 reels in one day, but you overdid yourself so much on Tuesday that on Wednesday, you don't want to do anything. All right. So make sure you are being consistent as opposed to posting so much every single day. So one post every single day is absolutely still going to get you in front of a larger audience, and having you be consistent on the platform is what is going to show the platform also that you are going to be an asset and a contributing member to that platform, because that's what they want to see. They want to see that you are going to be a contributing content creator, and then they will start pushing out your stuff and your posts further and further. But please keep in mind, guys, if you are literally starting a page from scratch, you have to give this page anywhere from 30 to 60 days before you can really see the full potential of the page and your full growth. But staying consistent, going between reels and carousels, and even still posts are great, but the carousel and the reels I see have been doing better. Once you are consistent with that, then you can see, and the platform can see, that you are going to be a contributing member. I know I've said that a few times already, and it will then eventually push your stuff out more, and you will get onto the algorithm. Hashtags when you're posting. So there is actually specific hashtags on IG that they will track and they will monitor, which can put your account at risk as well. Now, every so often, this list changes. So what I do and what I suggest you do is Googling and researching this, okay? Because at the end of the day, my hashtag recommendations for all of my one-to-one clients anyways is making sure you either use none, or if you are going to use it, making sure that you are doing extensive research on the hashtags that you want to use, and that also your hashtags are relevant to you, okay? So you're not going to put a bikini pic and then you're going to put like a hashtag of like sky, right? There's no sky, right? I am a little like over the top right now, guys. I mean, yes, if there maybe is a sky in the background, but even that, when you are putting in hashtags, if you are using a hashtag that is not relevant to you or your content, what is that going to do? When you finally do get onto that explore page or that For You page of those hashtags, people are just going to skim right past your content because it's so irrelevant to the hashtag that you have used. So you have to make sure you're either using none, which honestly I recommend because it also just makes your life a lot easier than having to do so much extensive research, and you can focus your attention on other things. Or if you do, you are doing hashtag research to not use the hashtags that are tracked or banned, and then you are using hashtags that are going to be relevant to you and your demographics, okay? The number one thing, though, is do not use OnlyFans or Fansly hashtags. This is where you will get inundated with all of those fake, spammy promo pages on IG that are just going to be like, oh, we could get you all these things with our 5 million, whatever. And it's a scam, guys, okay? Unless you really know from somebody like myself, somebody that you have somewhat of a trust in, they seem like an authority in the field, you do not want to fall for these spammy and scammy pages. And using the OF or Fansly hashtags will definitely get you in front of those people because they track those hashtags so they can start messaging you and, again, unfortunately scam you. All right. So pay attention to that. Lastly, what you should be doing on IG, okay, what you should be doing on Instagram to promote your OnlyFans and without getting banned, guys, okay? So keep this in mind because what we're going to talk about right now, there is a point where you can be pulled up as spammy and that also can flag your account. So what we're going to discuss right now, which is networking, you are going to need to network on the platform, but doing too much, especially on a brand new page, can also get you flagged and banned. So keep that in mind. So what do I mean by networking? Especially if you are a brand new page. And again, they want to see that you are going to be on the platform, that you're going to be a contributing member of the platform. You have to be interacting with other models, with other content creators, with other accounts, commenting, liking, following. So you need to be doing this every single day. Now, again, you cannot do too much because then you will be picked up as spam, especially if you have a brand new page. So what I like to tell my one-to-one clients is give yourself just 30 minutes a day. Okay. So it could be even before you post or after you post, right? So it's like you allotted this 30 minutes in your day where you're going to do your one consistent post and then you're going to do your networking on the platform. So what does this mean and what should you do? So the easiest thing to do and to get yourself in front of an audience that is going to actually be interested in you, I will give you an example. So let's say you are a redhead. Now, you are a redhead, so obviously that is very niche specific. That is a demographic that is someone that specifically likes redheads. Just like for myself, there is a niche that is just for brunettes. What you are going to do is you're going to do a little bit of research on IG and find other content creators that are redheads. The reason for that is because their followers are obviously interested in them. Now, not saying 100% of their followers are just interested in redhead, but it increases your probability of getting yourself in front of the correct audience, okay? So then you are going to start interacting on these models' pages. You'll be commenting on their new posts. Now, I do not want you poaching in their comments like crazy, okay? I'm not asking you to try to steal their fans, steal their followers. You are going to do this in an organic way just to get yourself in front of a more targeted audience and also show, again, the algorithm that you are on the platform and things like that. But on the model's perspective, if I have a lot of people doing that, or if I have specific models that are really just trying to, oh, go to my link in bio, go to my page, I have an OnlyFans too. Guess what we're doing? We're blocking you, okay? So you want to do this in an organic way. The secondary way that you could do this without being super spammy in the comments and poaching is seeing people that have commented on those posts and then interacting with them, interacting with their followers, okay? So going to the followers' pages, giving their posts a like, following them. Now, if they are obviously private accounts, you can't like their posts, but you can go and request to follow. But if not, the easier way is the accounts that are open. You could go, you can like a bunch of their posts and then follow them. That obviously is going to show up in their notifications. Your profile picture is going to be a nice clear picture of yourself so they can see that you are a redhead as well, right? You have a great, beautiful picture of yourself. And then they will see that in the notifications. That can pique their interest. And then they will go to your page. And lo and behold, you are now siphoning traffic to your IG page with the end goal of them getting to your OF page. So I really hope that this video was helpful. If you have any questions, comment down below. If you want to grow, reach out to me on IG and keep a lookout for that course, because if you are really serious about making money and having this be your business, you need to get into that course. Until next time, guys.